Every new beginnings comes from some other beginnings end. At the beginning of this valedictory session, to welcome our all dignitaries, I kindly call upon Dr. S. Pandian, Department of Business Administration, Annamalai University, to deliver the welcome address. So please unmute yourself and talk, sir. Sir? Sir, Pandian, sir? Sir? Sir, Pandian, sir, kindly unmute yourself and talk, sir. Remove the headphones, sir. Please, sir. Continue, sir. Sir, please. Sir, unmute yourself and talk, sir. On behalf of Pandian, sir, I am welcoming you all. The chief guest of the day, Dr. Thamarai Selvan, sir, and the president of the day, Dr. G. Uday Suriyan, sir, head of the department, Department of Business Administration, Annamalai University, and I am also welcoming the day 5 resource person, Dr. Sethu, for the wonderful session and thanking for the same, sir. And I'm welcoming all for the wonderful eve of valedictory function. Thank you, one and all. And I am welcoming Dr. S. SIVAKUMAR, sir, Assistant Professor of Annamalai University, to introduce our keynote speaker of the day. Kindly unmute yourself and talk, sir.
Hello, Subha, audible?
Yes, sir, able to hear, sir.
Okay. Good morning to all. This is SIVAKUMAR, faculty member from MBA department. I take privilege to welcome our chief guest, today's chief guest, Dr. N. Thamarai Selvan Nadarajan, sir. Dr. Thamarai Selvan, Professor, Department of Management Studies, National Institute of Technology, Trichy. Professor N. Thamarai Selvan has 28 years academic and industrial experience. He has done his PhD in Services Marketing in National Institute of Technology, Trichy. MPhil from Agappa University, Karaikudi, and post-graduation from NIT. His teaching and research areas are marketing research, services marketing, and brand management. More than 50 research articles he has published in Scopus and peer-reviewed national and international journals. He has contributed research papers to the international book chapters, also reviewed a few chapters in world best known book for marketing management, the 12th edition by Philip Kotler. He has conducted more than 40 workshops, FDPs, management programs, management development programs. He is also a research person to various reputed management institutes. He has worked a lot in administrative roles in NIT Trichy as HOD MBA, Associate Dean Administration, Chairman, Estate Welfare Advisory Committee, and members in many more committees. He has invited for talks on various topics in various institutions in Tamil Nadu and other states. If I tell about his credits, next 1 hour will not be sufficient for me. So I conclude with this. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the great information about the today's keynote speaker. Next, we are moving to the presidential address. We need not to say about the person who is going to address next. The whole campus is vibrating and echoing his prominence. He thought his humble career as a humble professor, and he rose to the position of head of the department. And still, without minding his health, he shows a keen interest in the educative process. Please give warm welcome to Dr. Uday Suriyan sir, and I request our head of the Department of Business Administration, to offer his presidential address. Sir? So please unmute yourself and talk, sir.
Is it audible now?
Yes, sir.
A very good morning, one and all. Thank you very much for this offer to deliver the presidential address in this valedictory function. So I personally thank Dr. A.K. Ravishankar, who is the head of the department, as well as the co-director of this wonderful national workshop that he has conducted on pathway to research excellence along with our department. So I personally thank him for a very successful conduct of this event, and also thankful to Dr. N. Thomarachelvan, the professor and a head of the Department of Management Studies, National Institute of Technology at Trichinopalli, who was kind enough to accept to offer the valedictory address of this 1-week session of research excellence. Thank you very much, sir. And also thank the coordinators of this program, Dr. Ravi Prakash, the Associate Professor of Department of Population Studies at Annamalai University, and Dr. Sunil Justus, the Associate Professor and Deputy Director of Entrepreneur Development Cell of Annamalai University and Department of Business Administration. And also I thank Dr. Sethu, who is accepted to offer the felicitation address for this national level 1-week workshop on pathway to research excellence. So as you know, the Annamalai University is nearing to a century and is conducting a lot of academic research and extension events that for the welfare of the nation and the global academia. So the research excellence is concerned, it's a sky is the limit. For every doctoral research, postdoctoral research, MPhil level research, and postgraduate level research, the students are motivated to achieve that highest limit. By that way, we focus on the excellence of quality. So there is a pathway, that exclusive program now, the 1 week, most of the participants has get benefited from the excellent resource person organized by Dr. A.K. Ravishankar and his team for very successful conduct of this event. So the research excellence is concerned. We think about the highest quality in terms of the knowledge contribution to the society. Whatever the micro level research that you take it, some unique or innovative contribution that is supposed to be expected with the available knowledge in the field of inquiry. So in the social sciences, the research excellence is focusing on deep study and analysis of the contemporary problems that are prevailing in the world and how best we can resolve those problems and issues, and it will be facilitating for the happiest, wonderful and peaceful life for the citizens of the world. So the research is focusing not only for the business, not only for the individuals, but for the national and global perspective. So this type of research experience, research exposure, research learning process will enlightening the research scholars to identify the unchurched areas of studies that called researching that particular field of inquiry, a particular topic, and get in-depth knowledge that should be open to the society through the thesis and the presentation. The entire world is get benefit out of these innovative ideas, knowledge, resources, contributions made by the research excellence. So I thank you very much once again to Dr. A.K. Ravishankar sir and his team for the excellent organization of this 1 week marathon session on pathway to the research excellence. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for the presidential address. We feel honored to have with us the Honorable Chief Guest, His Excellency Dr. Thamrai Selvan sir, Professor, Department of Management Studies, National Institute of Technology, Tiruchirappalli. Dr. Thamrai Selvan sir have made all of us proud of your distinguished work in numerous capacities. Without wasting time, I would like to request Professor Dr. Tamarai Selva sir to address us. Welcome, sir. Please unmute yourself and talk.
Okay, so thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for the nice introduction also. Okay, so and I wish to thank Suriyan sir for giving me this particular opportunity, because 2 weeks back he was calling me and he was asking me to address on this particular forum, and after that I was happy to go through your brochure. Okay, so each and every topic is very unique, and most important thing is that all these speakers were handpicked by the department and the organizer. So I could say that what exactly the most important for the contemporary research topics, all those things were included in these last 5 week topics. And I could understand, because if I'm going through a couple of the feedback which is already from the chat box, I could see that the workshop is already a successful workshop. I can see that today's speaker of Sethu, there was a feedback and couple of people have given more excellent, and couple of other things. They said that the whole workshop is a successful one, in the sense that they have given the very positive reply. And most important and as well as surprising thing is that there was a book written by Tom Peter and Waterman long back. So when we used to study MBA program, and normally McKinsey 7S framework was mentioned in our management education. Even now that is much more applicable now. That was written by took from there is a book written on In Search of Excellence. Basically, if you have the companies or the corporate wanted to be a very excellent company, what exactly the parameters to be taken care of. Okay, so they were talking about hard S and soft S. Basically, there are 7S. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about that one. And the thing is that in search of excellence, and now we are having a path to excellence. So that is a kind of a coincidence I can say that, because now I could see that Department of Management Studies from the Annamalai University is on the right path, and they are also in the path to excellence, especially in terms of research. Because when you think of a research, normally in a couple of higher ranking institutions, they will always focus on how to publish in a top tier journals. Basically, we focus on Web of Science, Scopus, or probably ABTC, A-Star, ABC, these kind of journals. But whenever we submit, because we have got a huge number of an experience, not only from me, whenever we have a tie-up with the foreign authors as well as with our own colleague. Okay, so whenever we submit to A-Star, A, B, C, whatever it is, we used to get some kind of a reviewer comments. But most of the reviewer comments largely focusing on the fundamental aspect. Okay, so say for an example, how to understand the whole research, do the literature review, how to call out the gaps from the literature review, how to fix the objectives, and how to develop a right kind of an hypothesis, even how to write an hypothesis. And most important thing is that the research design, because now we have got a very wrong notion or the assumption that the statistics that we are applying in the particular research article is at most important. Most of the people will fall back on something like structural equation modeling or machine learning or any other kind of even the text analytics. Okay, so these kind of a thing that think that is what the research is all about. That is not the case. Most important thing is that how to call out the gap from the literature review and develop an objective that is going to be useful for theory development as well as for the managerial implication. Okay, so from those perspective, I could see that the topics which were given in the first 5 days are all at most relevant, and I could see from the feedback, all those people who are the speaker, handpicked star speakers, that have given the top-notch knowledge on this. Okay, so that is very happy. Okay, so because I know pretty well that now Annamalai University is on the right track and bringing back its flag in the, because we always look up to Annamalai University probably around 20-25 years back there, because I could see a lot of stalwarts from your department, and now they are also be the vice chancellor, and a couple of people are on the top-notch positions. And not only that, even a couple of your students are doing extremely good. Okay, so now I could see that the faculty fraternity from the Anomaly University joined together and started conducting this kind of a workshop, which will be much more useful to both for the Anomaly University as a department as well as for the other kind of a teaching fraternity, especially the people who are in the process of publishing a right kind of a journal in the top tier journals. Okay, so that is what the ultimate motive of any people you are trying to do research in this angle. Okay, so that's in a way that I could see there is a huge amount of response from the participants also. Okay, so I could see somewhere around 200 plus. Also testing your technology skill in live streaming with the YouTube. All these things are really you're started doing extremely good on that. Okay, so and for that I just wanted to congratulate the whole team members, and I could see Sunil talked to me for the last couple of days. Suriyan sir, SIVAKUMAR sir, and we have got a couple of other people, and Subha Arunachalam. Lot of people, they started working as a team and started working on this. Okay, that point I just wanted to highlight on that. Okay, so the next thing is that if you are looking out for in future, okay, any kind of a workshop, what I would rather suggest to you is that to try to focus on a couple of recent topics which are literally focusing, because now we started focusing on the basic. Along with the basic, probably you can think of conducting a 1 or 2 5 days workshop on what are the recent trends which are happening on the different domain expertise, like maybe in the even on statistical front point of view, or maybe from the qualitative data point of view, or maybe from the marketing angle or the financial angle, or maybe even from the industry perspective. Now I could see that you'll get a lot of top tier journals are accepting, and especially if you are drawing out or culling out a couple of industry problem and trying to provide solution to those kind of industry problem is easily acceptable in the top tier journal. So that also possible. Probably you can think about in doing a some kind of a workshop on that particular angle also. Okay, so already I could see that couple of people giving a chat box looking out for the feedback form. So which means that they are in the process of, because they've already spent more than 2 hours with us. So okay, so and even I've given the 10 minutes of my valedictory address. I think I've given a lot of inputs on how exactly you are expected to go about this. But I just wanted to conclude my speech with giving a grand applause for the Department of Management Studies, Anomaly University, and organizing committee members and the participants. Okay, so for successfully conducting this particular path to excellence in research. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much for this opportunity, and thank you one and all, and have a happy researching and try to march towards your research excellence. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for the applause. It's very encouraging. Thanks a lot. Next, I kindly call upon Dr. Sethu, Day 5 research person of this workshop, to deliver some words.
Yeah, ma'am, it's audible. Ma'am, I hope it is audible.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Most respected guest of honor of these functions, respected head of the Department of Population Studies and Business Administration, respected authorities of Anomaly University. Once again, I thank for this opportunity. Really, as wonderfully explained and acknowledged by the experts or the guest of honor today about the topic which were chosen for this FTP, 1 week FTP program, were excellent. I also joined with them and acknowledge the same. And the expression of the participants from the chat box also implies that the program went on well. I hope definitely they will learn the latest things related to the research. We know that the Agency of Higher Education in India imposing us to make lot of changes on the research process in the recent days.
Even the last week also, those universities who are not offering the foreign valuation should compulsorily send the thesis to the foreign valuation, like Manoni Sudhana University, one of our university also. So the committee formulated and recommended hereafter the valuation should go to the foreign examiner. So I hope this FTP will highlight many things about the research and the title and the speaker chosen for this webinar very rightly. So once again, I thank the organizing team of Annamalai University, and I congratulate, and I also wish and congratulate the participants who were actively involved in all these days to gain some knowledge on the research. So once again, I thank you all, wish you all good luck to you everyone. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the great wishes and thanks for the wonderful informative session. Dear participant, anybody wish to give feedback means kindly raise your hand.
Hi, Subha, Sriniti here.
Yes, Sriniti, please continue.
Yeah, thank you. So, good afternoon, one and all present here. I'm extremely thrilled to be the part of the group. Dr. Sethu sir started right with the quote, "Opportunity is everything." I feel fortunate for given an opportunity to share my feedback. I really enjoyed the program. The concepts and the material presented will mostly definitely be incorporated in my resources as well. I loved it. It was very much well organized with plenty of detail in each section. Sir is a great speaker and kept the webinar completely lively. Wonderful experience, very valuable guidance. I really like the fact that Sethu sir was not only open in teaching but also in learning from the participants. Thank you very much for telling the importance of planning in the research, sir. Today's webinar has given me a new perspective to my research work. Personally, the brick approach method to figure out the next step will be very easy and understandable for every one of us. You have explained it for every stream of students, and that's the best part. The very wonderful part is that when Sir tried to correlate the explanation with your next job example was very relatable and comprehensible. The strength and weakness of qualitative, quantitative, and mixed research was very brief and informative, sir. Not a single information or data which you shared and taught us today is not necessary. It shows how accomplished you are as a research supervisor. On the whole, I learned it is a good to do right work, but it would be the best to do it in the right step. Thank you very much, sir. I take this opportunity to thank the head of the department, Ravi Shankar sir, and every other faculty who constantly strive to bring quality in every single participant's work. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sriniti. It was a wonderful feedback about today's session and all the days of the feedback is coming good. I think Surya Charan sir has raised your hand. Do you wish to express your feedback about the 5 days? Please unmute yourself and talk. Surya Charan. Anybody wish to say feedback? Kindly unmute yourself and talk. Sir? Sir Sunil sir?
Yeah. So is there anyone who wants to give a program feedback? Actually, those who don't want to talk, kindly don't raise your hand. Is there anyone? Is there anyone?
Yes.
One Mr. Kumar has raised their
Yes.
hand.
Yeah. Very good morning to one and all present here. and it's a very informative session and initiated by Anomaly University, and the enriched knowledge is being shared via the Zoom platform. I'm a physical director working for a government higher secondary school at Anikat, Vellore. And thank you, Anomaly University, for the initiative taken, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Is there anyone else? I think it is Mr. Sudesh Kumar. We'll give one more opportunity. Yeah.
Hello. Good morning to one and all. Sir, the entire program is so useful, sir, by the organizers and other things. These programs, the 5 days programs, sir, simply giving the stepstone of research into a success one. And these particularly the research design and other programs are a milestone for that research program, sir. I personally want to register my thanks to our HOD, Department of Population Studies, and HOD, Department of Business Administration, and the entire assistant and associate professors. It's a wonderful and very, very useful program, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Sir, shall we move on to the vote of thanks, sir? Kritika,
Yes.
please.
Hello to everyone. Good afternoon. Actually, this program is a very, very informative one, but I am extremely sorry I missed the second day program, but I can follow the whole program minutes as well as I really like this program in a very much level. Thank you so much to the organizing.
Yeah, thank you, Kritika. It was a nice feedback.
There was a technical error.
Yeah, there were some technical issues.
Yes. Okay, sir. Shall we move on to the vote of thanks, sir?
Okay.
Okay. We have reached the concluding part of this informative national workshop. We will end the program with vote of thanks. I would like to request our Dr. Frank Sunil Justus, Associate Professor, Annamalai University, Department of Business Administration, to propose a vote of thanks.
Respected Professor Tamare Chelvan, the Professor and Head Business Administration, the Head Population Studies, our resource person, Dr. Sethu, organizing committee members, other distinguished professors who have joined with us in virtual mode, dear participants. I deem it as an honor to propose the vote of thanks in the valediction of the National Workshop, Pathway to Research Excellence, jointly organized by the Department of Population Studies and the Department of Business Administration, Annamalai University. I thank the Honorable Vice Chancellor and respected Registrar of Annamalai University for giving us the permission to conduct this program, which ought to be of immense use to our budding researchers. On behalf of the organizing team, we thank the authorities of the university. I thank Dr. Tamare Chelvan, Professor, Department of Management Studies, who, in spite of his busy schedule, was considerate to accept our invitation and deliver the valediction address. We thank you, sir. I thank the resource persons, Dr. R. Sarala, Associate Professor, Institute of Health Management Research, Bangalore, Dr. C. Aruna, Professor, Sociology, Department of Sociology, Pondicherry University, Dr. J. William Felix, Reader cum Statistician, Department of Community Medicine, Annamalai University, Dr. Tangaraja Armugham, Assistant Professor with Chennai, and Dr. S. Sethu, Associate Professor, Department of Physical Education and Sports, for accepting our invitation and giving their precious time in their quest to develop their researchers, budding researchers. The success of the session is measured by the quality of interaction, and the progress so measured was a stupendous success beyond our imagination. On behalf of the organizing committee, I thank all of you. I thank the course directors, Dr. Ravi Shankar, HOD Population Studies, and Dr. G. Uday Suriyan, the President Head, Department of Business Administration, who made this program happen and worked tirelessly in the conduct and organization of the program. We thank you, sir. I thank Mr. Rajesh of Music Department for rendering the prayer song with his soulful voice. I thank you. I thank all the organizing committee members from both Business Administration and Population Studies for giving their might in this organization of the program. In this regard, I will have a special mention about Dr. SIVAKUMAR and Dr. Pandian for their special efforts to showcase the grandeur of the university to this particular audience. It takes special efforts to take so much of photographs every day morning. I thank our research scholar, Ms. Subha, for shouldering so much of responsibility in anchoring the program and looking after the nuts and bolts of the organization of this workshop. I thank each and everyone who was silently part of the organizing team and who volunteered to give feedback and propose session vote of thanks. I thank every one of you. The program was successful only by participation. I really understand that you gained useful inputs from this program. I thank each and every one of you for making this program a resounding success. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.